everyone. I hope you gone through the yesterday's video. Okay. So today we will be discussing the next part of the heat transfer. So let us begin. Hello everyone. I hope you are going through the videos and I hope that you are understanding the concept which we are discussing through the videos. Okay. So today I am come up with the a next part of the unit of heat transfer, that is conduction through a slab and conduction through a composite slab and conduction through a hollow cylinder. Okay, we are going to study the derivations of all three cases, correct? See, whenever we say a conduction, you have to always remember that we have to use the Fourier law, because Fourier law is applicable only for the conduction and not for the convection. Okay, so don't get confused between the laws. Okay, be clear. Next, we'll discuss now first case, that is conduction through a slab. Okay, now consider a slab which has a thickness of x. Okay, T1 is the temperature of first phase, T2 is the temperature at second phase. Okay, and we assume that T1 will be greater than T2. When you assume this assumption, that means heat has to be flow from the T1 to T2. Okay, now as I told you, whenever you discuss about the conduction, we have to apply the which law? Fourier law. Yes, so according to Fourier law, dq by dt, what is that? Rate of heat flow is equals to ka. K is nothing but thermal conductivity, A is nothing but the area, and dt by dx is nothing but the temperature gradient. Okay, under the steady temperature condition, okay, when the temperature is steady means it does not depends upon the time, the time independent temperature. Okay, that time dq by dt is constant. Okay, so that we assume that dq by dt equal to q. So the equation will reduce to q is equals to ka. Q equal to, this is the equation, q equal to ka into dt by dx. Okay, but dt by dx is the rate of change. Yes, what is the dt by dx? So dt by dx is nothing but it is the temperature gradient, that is the change in temperature with respect to the length. Okay, now where the change occur, we are having the two phases. At one phase temperature is T1, at other phase temperature is T2. So how to calculate difference? Subtract both. So T1 minus T2 be our the difference divided by x. X is the thickness of the slab. Okay, therefore when you substitute all this in our main equation, we'll get q equal to ka T1 minus T2 divided by x. Or we can modify equation like this, or even if you keep this equation, even it is okay. Okay, this is the basic simple equation for conduction of heat through a simple slab. I hope this is clear for you. Fine, so let us move to the next slide. Okay, now the next case is conduction of heat transfer through the hollow cylinder. Okay, now I hope you know the difference between a solid cylinder and hollow cylinder. When you say a hollow cylinder, will come across the two radius, inside and the outside. Fine, so even in case of the hollow cylinder, you have to apply a Fourier law. Okay, now how to apply Fourier law? Now I have written one equation here as q equal to minus k. Okay, so what is the Fourier law? Q equal to k into a. Here a is 2 pi r into n, where n is the length of the cylinder, into dt by dr. So what is dr? Change in radius. Now in previous there is change in distance, so here it will a change in radius. Okay, and n is the length of the cylinder, of course. Okay, when you substitute this everything in a Fourier equation will get heat transfer through the hollow cylinder Q equal to 2 pi Kn. Okay, so K is the of course thermal conductivity, N is the length of the cylinder, T1 minus T2 is difference in temperature, and ln of R2 by R1, where R2 is the outside radius and R1 is the inside radius. Okay, now let us move to the next, that is derivation of heat transfer through a composite wall. Okay, now what is, before going to the derivation, you should know what do you mean by a composite wall. A composite wall is nothing but when wall is made up of two or more than two material and they are combined together, then we call it as a composite material. Okay, and what is homogeneous? When it is made up of same material. Okay, so this is the composite wall. I have shown in the hatched section, and one is without hatch section. That is only to distinguish between the two walls. So K1 and K2 are the thermal conductivities of the two material. X1 and X2 be the lengths of the first and second section. Okay, T1, T2, T3 are the temperatures at phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, and we assume that T1 is greater than T2 and T2 is greater than T3. Therefore the heat flow is going to take place from T1 to T2, T2 to T3. Okay, yes, again, now whether it is a composite wall or normal wall, it is a solid, correct? And whenever it comes to solid, we have to apply the Fourier law. Okay, so you have to apply a Fourier law a section wise. Okay, now for first section, when you apply the Fourier law, we'll get Q equal to K1, that is the thermal conductivity for a first material, into A. A is nothing but area of the first section. Temperature difference T1 minus T2 divided by X1. X1 is the length of the first. So I will arrange the equation. So I will get T1 minus T2 equal to Q by A into X1 by K1. I will name as a equation number 1. Similarly, you apply the Fourier law for the second section. So there you will get T2 minus T3 equal to Q by A into X2 by K2. Okay, now I want the boundary temperatures, that is temperature at first and temperature at last. So in order to obtain that, I have to add the two equations. Okay, so you add the two equations, that is T1 minus T2 plus T2 minus T3. When you add these both equation, now this equation and this equation, you have to add the both equation. When you add the both equation, minus T2 plus T2, this T2 and this T2 get cancelled. So you will remain with T1 minus T3. So T1 minus T3 equal to, now see that this Q by A, this Q by A is common in both the equation. So add those, take it outside. In bracket you will get X1 by K1 plus X2 by K2. Correct? Now I will rearrange it. I will keep Q on one side and I will transfer remaining to next side. So what will get? Q equal to